claiming the block. That's gonna probably claim my children. Dear Philadelphia, this is how I'm feeling. Dear Philadelphia, this is how I'm feeling. And I ain't trying to preach. I was raised off
Hey,
drug
hey, hey,
dealers.
everybody.
Growing
Welcome
up
to
poor,
Everything
mothers
Philly
cooking for their
Podcast,
children. I
your
prostitute one
platform
time
for
trying to make it to
information,
a million. Let the job was
entertainment,
slave
and
labor,
hitting
and
some
the
hard
bosses try to kill
topics.
'em. Working
I'm
12-hour
Sharice,
shifts till they feet ain't had no
Rob in the
feeling.
building.
Breaking they spirit
and we
until
have
they
two
soul
guests
appealing.
today.
Now the soul was appealing.
Sitting
Now
to my
kicking
right
that
is
clothes
my
is
very
appealing. Selling our soul
dear
for a
and
feeling.
good
It's the way
friend,
of life. Dear
Rashay.
Philadelphia.
Ratchet,
Hey,
Rashay.
no, not ratchet, just classy, Rashay.
Bougie.
Rashay is an... Tell me your title. You're an accountant?
I'm an accountant.
Um,
I'm a tax preparer,
Mhm.
and I also manage federal money for the city of Philadelphia.
Can I get some?
Absolutely not.
and our next
Bougie.
guest...
Bougie, but not ratchet.
Our next guest is another dear friend, like
Smoke
family.
dog.
Smoke Dog. He is the founder and creator of Sturdy Faith. Welcome again. He's not new to
I'm
this
in the
platform. Yeah. So
In the
welcome
building.
again.
Happy to be here.
Thanks for coming. All right.
She
You
getting
ready?
scared. She know what
Who's
the topic
scared?
is.
All right. So today our topic is, we're just gonna keep it simple, cut and dry. The topic is love. And based on conversations that I just recently heard this evening, I overheard the guys talking, and they were like, "Yeah, women
Speak
live-"
up. I can't hear you.
I am speaking up. Women love very completely different from men. It's a whole
Okay.
different perspective. So we're gonna talk about that today. So since this one to my right has so much to say, I'll go ahead and let you get the party started. Let's go.
We keeping it on the books, right? Everybody 100, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I think we got a mature group here.
For sure.
I think we can talk about love, our perspective, what we analyze from love, and what's the expectations from love and about
Okay.
love, and what is love. So, Mr. Reese, what is love? No, I don't want to
So-
go at you yet. I want to go at Bougie.
Why me?
Why not?
Because love is different now.
Well, love is different, so love change.
Elaborate,
Yeah,
please. I need to
absolutely.
hear this.
So
Please.
to me, love used to be like this feeling word. Love is not feeling. Love is feeling and action. You can feel like you're in love, like it's like this feeling, the butterflies and all that. But when you are actually in love, you show somebody that you love them. So love is an action word for me.
Wait. How you show them you love them?
By just learning the things that they love to do and doing those things, and learning the little things that make them happy and make them smile without them telling you, and then you stepping up to the plate to be able to do those things and make them literally happy, loving their flaws, loving everything about them, and just, yeah, it's just love. It's just showing them that you actually love them.
How do you get to know everything about them?
Listening, paying attention, being around somebody. They don't have to tell you. They shouldn't have to tell you how to love them. No one should have to tell you how to love them. You just pay attention, and they will show you in their actions.
How do you show?
A lot. Just by being me. I'm amazing. No?
Bougie.
I love that's confidence.
Yes.
That's
Are you in
confidence.
love
There
right
you go
now?
with the cricket.
Wait. Let me go back because I just changed that.
Okay.
Love and in love.
Mm.
So all that you just explained, is that loving someone or is that being in love with someone?
That is being in love with someone.
Is there a difference?
Absolutely.
Then why did you give me all that definition if I just said love?
Because they are intertwined.
Oh my gosh.
They're intertwined.
This is why I said men think differently from women. And this is why women can be so fake when it comes to love. because-
Wow.
So then tell me, what is a man's
No, don't
perspective?
come on. We still talk about your girlfriend. Don't
Did
try
he
to
just
back
call
her
me
out of it.
fake? Did he just call my love fake though?
Hey, you just described being in love
Right.
for love.
Yes.
So I'm asking,
Not
if you
fake.
saying if they're different, then why would you give me a description of in love when I only ask you about love?
Because they're intertwined.
Explain.
To make it to being in love, you have to start with the love piece.
What is it?
So they're intertwined.
So what's love?
Love is surface.
Huh?
Love is surface.
Surface?
Yes. Love is surface.
I need more than one word. I went to King.
See, that's why men love different from women. Because if you say to a man from a woman's perspective, love is surface, it's just surface. It's
Okay.
just,
So how can we learn to love like women if you don't explain it? I was just gonna say surface.
learn how to love a woman. Learn how to love what they love. Learn how to pay attention to the things that they are literally showing you in their actions, in their bodies, in their movements, in their speech. learn how to listen to what they're saying, learn all of those things,
I,
and you will learn how to love that woman because
I
every
think
woman loves differently.
I know I went to King, but did she just give me the same definition of being in love?
I said they're intertwined.
Hmm.
Smoke, they're intertwined.
I
You letting
think
him beat me
I
up, but they're
no,
intertwined.
no, you're right. I agree. I agree
Okay.
that they do intertwine, but my thing is it looks different for every woman. I feel
Absolutely.
like the one of the main components in it is the communication piece. I feel like I agree with what you're saying as far as like we should pay attention and
Mhm.
learn our women and stuff like that. But I also feel like it's a communication piece to that too because it looks different for men. It
Mhm.
looks different for women. So it'll be something that we think that we're doing a lot of times, and it'll be the wrong. Sometimes it'll be the wrong thing. And I know, for me, it seemed like this generation, when it comes to communication, that's like a big piece that's missing. And I think that goes along with paying attention and learning a person too.
Mhm.
You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to find like you should be able to tell me what that looks like
Okay.
if I'm lacking in it in a way where it's not like controversial, like
Okay.
because you see, you would see me trying obviously,
Right.
and if I'm not meeting the standards at 100%, that don't mean that I don't love you or I'm not
Mhm.
trying, but I think it need to be communicated in some sources too,
We can agree on that. Communication is key.
right?
And communication does lack in this generation. I will 100% agree with you on that. And if you're trying, absolutely, I have no problem with helping you on that journey to learn how to love me. But it's when there's no effort,
Right.
then I'm not
So
interested.
let me ask you this: does it ever come to a time where you like get frustrated because you feel like I told you this already and you
Mhm.
still coming up short? If you love that person, do you feel like you could go the long haul until they get it correct, or
If I love that person,
right?
absolutely. And if I think their efforts are genuine,
Okay,
yes, because it has to
that's
be
fair.
genuine. Yeah, absolutely.
So my next question would be, if you're in love with someone and you big headed, you bougie and all that old good stuff, you know what I mean? If your companion comes and tell you something that they realize about you that's hardcore facts to them, but you've been ignoring all your life, do you accept it or do you get angry with them?
Absolutely, I accept it.
You accept it. And how
Absolutely.
you deal with it?
By making a change. I have no problem with changing. I have no problem with receiving the things that people
Mm.
say to me if I'm lacking in those areas. I actually just had that happen to me, just to be perfectly honest. And it was something that I didn't realize about myself. And so I acknowledged that and was like, okay, let me work on that to change it. So I have no problem with receiving that.
Okay, you
Absolutely.
you know I know you. I've been watching you for a couple of months now, maybe a year or so. You know that, right?
Right. But
So where are
you
you? Wait. Don't try to cut me off.
She
Like,
from, bro?
wow.
so
Wow.
now,
Hmm.
where are you at in life?
That's such a vague question.
Where are you at in life? Are
In
you
the
in a relationship? Are you in a relationship?
Absolutely not. I'm not in a relationship.
Why?
Because I'm tired of being in relationships with people who don't want to be in relationships. So
How do you get
that's the
to?
generation right now.
Okay, so listen. So
They
how
want
do
to be
you?
in relationships and not want to give up everything that you
Mm,
have to
the
do with being
sacrifice.
in a relationship. Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, so how
Keyword
do you get to
sacrifice.
that point of being in a relationship if you notice this about a person when you first meet them? Do you jump right into a relationship as soon as you meet the person?
I do not.
So how do you get into a relationship with someone that doesn't have those qualities
Mhm.
of love or being in love that you describe so well?
Because right now we are in the generation of manipulation. And I'll be honest,
Mm.
Sharice knows my story. I was married for 20 years. So I'm coming out into this generation, everything a little bit naive
Mm.
5 years ago. Now I understand it. So 5 years ago, yes, jumping into relationships quickly and all of that, not knowing that people actually don't care about people and people are actually out here just trying to manipulate people, which I don't understand why. But now I understand it. So
Okay.
right now, I don't jump into things quickly.
Okay,
So
so I'm asking you, my
red
question
flags
is,
are red flags.
okay, so now my question is,
Okay.
what was making you jump into these relationships? I mean, I understand about the
Hmm.
time difference and all like that. Was you in search of love?
I love love.
So
Mm.
you was
So
in
I'm gonna
search
be
of love.
honest. I was jumping into relationships because I love love, and I want to be loved because the love that I have, I literally want to love someone like just unconditionally and give it all to them. And
Okay.
because I love love, I was jumping into that, not realizing that people weren't where I was at, and that's perfectly honest.
So you ignored all the red
Absolutely.
flags and
Pink
everything like that.
flags, all the
Mm.
So
flags, flags that was blood red.
okay, so
Absolutely.
90% of the times the people who I actually encounter with talking about this is like they love love too. They love
Mhm.
the fact of being loved. They love the fact of having someone that cherishes them and all like that. But most of them actually lack the most important thing is loving themselves. Because if you really
Mm.
love yourself,
Mhm.
then you won't allow someone to have access to a relationship with you with all these red flags blossom all over the place because you want to be loved.
Absolutely. We can agree on that.
Because your love for yourself is more important than somebody manipulating you and believing the facade.
So now I'm single because I love myself. Coming out of a marriage, being divorced, and all of that stuff, absolutely. I went through all of the things and I did not love myself. And then I had the conversation with myself with why are you accepting these things if you say you love yourself? So I had to be honest with myself and say, you actually don't love yourself. And now I'm at the point where I actually love myself. And that's why I'm single. And I
Okay.
love being single, loving myself.
Okay. So now we on this platform where so this conversation has came to light because we're in this generation where things is just happening for today. There's no long haul about anything no more. Everybody want right now, right now, right now. Women looking at it as though there's a very shortage of men out here. So if I run across a good man, I'm going to accept him right now because he's going to love me the way I need to be loved because he's a man. He's a real man.
I've heard that.
Okay. So the platform is for you to tell the people out there, how do you learn to love yourself?
Mm,
Most people don't even know that they don't know themselves
that's
until they
true.
go through a
Yeah.
bunch of different experiences to
And they
find
still
that
don't
out.
learn it. And they still don't
Mhm.
learn it
Yeah,
until
you're right.
somebody bring it to their attention. Everything now has to be taught all over again. It can't be said. It actually has to be taught because we could say a million different things and we witnessing that it's going from one ear right out to the other.
Mm.
Like there's a lot of things that we want to show you, but if you don't give us the ear and the attention to actually listen to it, and we have to listen to you and understand you, then it won't happen. Like now I'm asking you, since this is the most recent thing you came through
Mhm.
from learning to love yourself, how did you learn to love yourself?
I had to learn that I didn't love myself first. I had to literally say to myself, why are you accepting all of these different things in your life, all of these things that men are doing that's showing you that they actually don't love you, that they actually don't even respect you? And so for me, I had to say to myself, how can you actually say that you love yourself and you're allowing all of these things? And so going through that process, and I'll be honest, I'm the sticker person. I'm the person who had to go through the stickers in my room. I have the stickies, literally telling myself, I love myself, literally telling myself different things that I read through, that I had to read through every morning to get to
So
that
you
point where
needed
I
the
actually,
affirmations
yes, affirmations.
for
Thank you.
sure.
I needed the affirmations because it's like when you go through something, you go all the way down to the bottom and you do accept well some women you accept some things
Mm.
that you know you're not supposed to be accepting, but once you get to that point where you're saying that you love yourself, I had to challenge myself and say no you don't, because if you did you wouldn't allow all of these things. You know I'm smart as I don't know what, to be perfectly honest. So to allow certain things in your circle,
Mhm.
I had a close circle to me, Sharice being one, letting me know that yeah you're better than that. And sometimes when you hear that it's like you know you are, but it's like am I?
Mhm.
It gets that deep until you really realize that, yeah, I am.
Right.
I don't need to accept this. I'm accepting this for what? And so it's literally going through all of those patterns, going through all of those channels and the affirmations for myself, letting me know that, yeah, I don't have to accept this. I actually don't.
Do it got a lot to do. Like when you got introduced, I heard you had like a lot of accolades under your belt.
Hmm.
Do you feel as though some of that stuff play a part in your confidence and making you love yourself? Because there's a lot of people that's just accepting men for who
Hmm.
whatever they doing to
Right.
them because of their financial
Right.
situation, maybe or
Now it
something like that.
does.
Okay.
Because in the beginning, I had all those accolades. I have
Okay.
my master's. I have all of that. I'm an accountant. I have all of those things. But I was a person who didn't believe dating on levels.
Okay.
And so my friends will always say to me, you're dating beneath your level.
Mm.
And I didn't believe that because I'm not that person. But I'm learning that might be a thing.
Right.
It actually might be a thing. And so because I wasn't dating like that, people were taking advantage of me, just to be
Mhm.
perfectly honest. And once you learn that, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna date different.
Right.
I'm gonna date different. I also think dating is different too. Women date different than men. And so I had to learn you have to say what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And when a man tells you, I'm not looking for a relationship, you
Right.
better believe him.
Right.
You're not going to change him. Like a lot of women go into it like, oh, I'm going to change him. He going
Mm-hmm.
to love me. You're not going to change him. If you're looking for a relationship and it's something serious and he says he's not,
Right.
walk away. And I had to learn that. Walk away.
Okay, so one of the things that I have witnessed in life is that most pretty girls go through it the hardest because growing up, y'all really believe that y'all are it. Y'all that girl. And y'all get the hottest guys from the neighborhood, the cutest guys from the neighborhood because y'all got it for him. Not knowing that it for him is 100 times a day. So when y'all put everything into it, your looks, your body, or whatever, to get this man, and now y'all think y'all got this man, and then he run all over you, you look back at yourself like, I got the body, I got the brains, I got the look. What is it? And you start thinking it's about you. Like it's something I'm doing wrong. Now you're looking at other people, and them people wonder, you thinking about them people, and they're like, man, she looked too good to be by herself. What's wrong with her? That's what's going through your head. So now it makes you jump into another relationship to make it seem like there's nothing wrong with you. You got a man. So, what's the problem? So do you accept everything from that second man because you don't want to fill that void from the first man that dogged you, used you, ran over you? Not you, not the girl, not the bomb.
Yes. When you
So
don't love yourself.
when you don't love yourself.
Yes. That's the key. When like right now, I'm honest to say I'm single because I have learned to love myself. So I don't accept all of that. But when you don't love yourself, the competition is crazy.
So let me ask you this, 'cause I'm curious. Go ahead, bro.
Why Miss Sharice over there so
So quiet, right?
Why Miss
I'm letting
Sharice
No, I
so
got-
quiet?
y'all going back and forth.
No, hold on. I do got one question.
All right.
What at this point,
Mm-hmm.
what does loving yourself look like? Like, what does that feel like to you? Is it like I just know, like, is it like a confidence that you just wear every day?
Yes.
Whereas though if somebody come at you now
Absolutely.
because of that though, do you feel like you can miss a good opportunity?
Yes.
Can I get some of that?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Great question. Yes. And I'm not sure if I have or if I haven't because of everything that I've been through
Right.
and because of the confidence that I wear. Absolutely. You
Okay.
can miss an opportunity. Maybe because I think if it's for me, it's for me.
Okay.
If it's for me, I'm not going to miss it. It's going to happen.
Mhm.
And so for me, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I've been through a lot. So the man for me, he going to be patient. He going to be patient. Yeah, he's definitely going to be patient.
And what you going to be?
I'm gonna be patient with him if I can.
Definitely. I'm not
They
sweating.
say we sweating. We not sweating.
I ain't sweating.
She's so quiet. She's so quiet over there. She ain't got to sweat.
Yeah. So you can miss that opportunity because my guard is up right now.
Mhm.
I'll be honest, my guard is up because of everything, and for me that's okay.
Right.
Because
Is it?
It's yes.
'Cause they
because it's
always
still
say-
going to wean out
they
all of those
always
people
say-
who don't deserve to be
Yeah.
there. So it's okay. But if you're interested in me and you really want to love me, take my guard down.
Now,
But
now
do you
my
carry?
God,
Do you
now this
carry
is-
old baggage into a new relationship?
Absolutely not. I used to, because it takes time to get there, but I did. But no, I'm at a place where I realize when the old baggage is coming, and I literally have a conversation with myself and say, "Stop! Did that man show you that? Then don't put that on him." But that's maturity, and it takes some time to
Right.
get there.
That's crazy, right? Because when I was coming up, that was the thing. We wanted, like, that was, I'm not gonna say a challenge, but that was like the thing for real men. Like, we wanted the women that were confident, that another person would look at and be like, I ain't got no
Yeah,
chance.
not
for her.
now.
What
That's
did
the
you
one
want it
I'm
for?
like, just for the accomplishment. Just to
That's
say
all
I
it
cracked
was. That's
Just
all
to
it
show- Yeah,
was.
for sure. Yeah, back.
It wasn't love.
Nah,
it wasn't
nah,
nothing. It's like I
absolutely
did
not. It
that.
wasn't.
That's
Right.
true too.
Right, for sure.
That's true too.
Which goes
Yeah.
back to the question that you asked if you think being confident made you miss an opportunity or does that get in the way of opportunity? And I disagree. No, it doesn't, because if you're not confident enough to meet me, I'm levels. If you're not confident enough,
you got to talk to the mic.
you didn't interrupt nobody else.
Everybody else talking to the mic.
No, he wasn't. Made me lose my train of
If
thought.
you're not confident enough to step up to the plate and meet me,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
you don't deserve
then
to be there.
no. So I don't think it's
Yeah.
a missed opportunity. You
Confidence
don't
should be
want anybody.
sexy.
That's what I'm saying. It
Confidence
is.
is
That's
sexy.
what we used to go after
Yeah,
at one
confidence
point
is
in time. Well,
sexy.
I don't want no girl that's just
Right.
the easiest. Like you just gonna go with
Confidence.
everything.
So I got a question for you.
Sure.
A lot of times, right now, me loving myself, I intimidate a lot of men,
Okay.
and you shouldn't let me.
Boys.
Men,
Boys.
men.
Boys.
And so, how come men find it a struggle to deal with a woman who has more than what they have,
Because he's a
who
boy.
is self-accomplished,
'Cause
who
he's a
can
boy.
take care of
I'm gonna tell you from the rip.
themselves?
I'm gonna tell
Okay.
you what it is.
Okay.
A lot of people come up in money, cars, status, or
Mhm.
whatever made that person who they are.
Okay.
So whenever that starts leaving them, the
Mhm.
money, it's like the confidence level left them too.
Okay.
Whereas though you're running to somebody like me that
Mhm.
whether I'm up or down, you'll never know because I got my confidence is just
Okay.
always gonna be on the beam. So a lot of times if you running into them type of guys or whatever the case is, that's more than likely the case. Either his money low or something like that,
Mhm.
and it's just he can't function.
Wow. So why
No,
do men like to be needed instead of wanted? Like I had a man
Mm.
say to me, "You don't need me for anything." Actually, I don't. But you're saying financially, no, I
Mhm.
don't need you for anything. But they want to feel needed instead of wanted. And what I'm saying to you, how do you know if I actually love you? If I need you?
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? If
Right.
I want you, that's so much better than me
Mhm.
needing you. But a lot of men want to be needed right now. And I'm okay.
I mean, that's going back to what I keep saying to you. You
Okay.
keep saying men. Like, just because age doesn't really make you. Women mature way faster than men.
Mhm.
Facts.
Men get stuck where they stop growing.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's same thing he said. Money,
Mhm.
cars,
Mhm.
jewelry, fashion made him that day, that time frame.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so when you lose all that, you don't want to appear. Now your pride is in the way. You
Mm.
don't want to be out here
Right.
acting like you got all that. I mean, not act like you got it. Like act like you broke. Not act like you broke. You are broke.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So they're stuck. They didn't mature.
Okay.
So just because you see a man with a beard or whatever, or you think he's a man, he's still a boy in maturity wise.
Okay. I can receive that.
Any man, I believe, any real man can accept a woman on any status.
Right.
Mhm.
Now, if he feel less than a woman, then what that tell you? He's not a man. He's not mature.
He not the man for me.
Because if I see a woman that got $1 billion, and I'm going after her, I'm not going after because she got $1 billion, but after I meet her,
Right.
I find out that she got $1 billion or
Mhm.
whatever, it's going to make me hustle harder.
Okay. Right. I
You
like
understand
that.
what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
not going to make me intimidated by her. I'm going to hustle harder.
Right.
Maybe she can help me get where I need to go.
Absolutely.
Which in most cases that's what it be because
Yeah.
women just know how to. You play chess. The queen is the mover. You know what I mean? We can sit back and have a vision or whatever like that, but the queens make it happen. But my thing is, a real man,
Mhm.
I'm speaking for myself. I'm going to level my woman up. Like my wife, I'm gonna level her up to the point where even if on paper we know what it's looking like, but from the outside looking in, you're gonna think she make more money than me anyway.
Right. I like
'Cause
that.
that's
Okay.
I mean that's just how I thought it was supposed to be. I ain't she supposed to be riding around looking good, not
Right.
you know what I mean. But on a back to the topic of what we talking about
Mhm.
from a man perspective, like for instance, if you meet a man, we just meet or whatever, instantly or that first couple dates or whatever, because like you said, dating looks totally different now, right?
Absolutely.
But is it true that women kind of already go in the date scene or the
Mhm.
relationship kind of wanting the relationship out
Some
of it?
women.
Some
Some
of them.
women. Some. So right now it's different
Okay.
because now you literally have the women who want a relationship and the women who just want the cash.
Right.
And so right now, I think a lot of men think they are finding women who just want the cash. So it makes it hard for women who are actually looking for commitment and
Hmm.
relationships and all those things. But you shouldn't look at every situation that way
Right.
until you know that that man is actually looking for that too.
Right.
And so
Right.
a lot of times we're trying to force men into relationships where that's not what they're looking for.
Hmm.
And you're not going to force a man into a relationship, or it's going to be a relationship by word,
Hmm.
not by action. And that's not what you want. But right now, women are settling for anything. And so to me, that is like horrible just to say that they have someone. And I can't do that.
What's crazy about what you're saying is it's so true because a lot of the females nowadays that have that type of perspective, like the money and
Yep.
they think they this and that,
Yep.
they single. They
Yep.
not in a relationship.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. But I don't know. I mean, men. I could tell I could tell within the first week or two
Hmm.
if you gonna be long term or I'm getting you right
Or it's
out of
just
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I agree with you.
So
So
do you think because we had this conversation on a couple podcasts ago about how women automatically assume that you're in a relationship without having a conversation. And I say I feel like there should be a conversation to establish what the boundaries are, what the expectations are. And my husband completely disagreed and he was like, "Well, how dumb is that? What's that? What does that look like? Oh, you just gonna have the conversation. What did you say, babe? Get up.
I remember
Huh?
that. I
You
watched
remember,
that.
right?
I watched that.
Yeah.
I watched
So
And
that.
like
I did
he's
not
like,
But
disagree about the conversation.
you
I did
said,
not.
"What I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh no, I'm just gonna smash and we're not gonna be in a relationship." He was like, "You said something to that effect. You're not
No,
gonna have that
no.
conversation."
I
Then
said you
correct me.
going out on dates with
Hmm.
a female, like
Hmm.
you're going out, you're having fun. You're not even going out
Consistently.
on dates. You're going out, you're having fun. Y'all chilling, y'all enjoying each other company. Y'all laughing, y'all giggling, y'all reminiscing, y'all doing everything that there is to do under the sun, as far as having fun.
Mhm.
Now, one night, y'all end up just going in the house and y'all smash because y'all had a good time today. Am I supposed to sit here and say, "Oh, I just wanted to smash tonight"?
No, that's not what I said. No, that's not what you're supposed to say. But my point was that you were saying that girls just automatically assume that they're in relationships when the relationship has never been established. That conversation that we're in a relationship has never been had. But as soon as you have sex, he says a girl automatically assume that
You're my
we're in a
man.
relationship. And that wasn't established. So I said
Mhm.
that there should be a conversation so that there won't
Yes.
be any
But
misconceptions.
who's supposed to
Yes.
bring
He
that
says that's
conversation up?
dumb. What does that conversation
No,
look
no,
like?
no. Stop trying to change my words. I'm saying that if you didn't bring the conversation, if neither one of us brought the conversation up, we're both mature adults. We decide that we want to have intercourse. We decide we want to have intercourse. It doesn't have to be we have an intercourse because we're in a relationship. We have an intercourse because we're still feeling it at that time. Now, tomorrow, after we have sex, doesn't mean I'm your man. And that's what you say we should have that conversation. But we're mature adults who's consenting to having
Right,
sex.
we are. But the problem comes in when you feel like we're not committed, just thinking we're spending all this time together, we're doing all the things that a committed person would do. Like we're together every day, we're doing these things, we're going these places, and then all of a sudden we ain't in no relationship. So
Who
that
fault
there
is that?
won't.
Who fault is that? At
I'm
that
not
point right
saying
there.
I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. I'm saying to clear up any misconceptions, to clear up it being anyone's fault. Have the conversation so
Okay.
that there won't
Listen,
be any
I
misconceptions.
agree with you on that, but it's not my job to have that conversation.
Whose job is it then?
That's what I'm saying. If you're looking for the relationship, then it's your job.
Yeah, but if you know that
No, no,
you're
no, 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 no. Stop right there. You can't say if I know, because we didn't have a conversation. We're enjoying each other company.
No, most women let you know if they're looking for a relationship.
That's not
I
true.
mean, I've been a victim of this. I've definitely been a victim of
That's
this.
not true.
And so I've had where I'm spending 7 days a week with a person. And yes, intimacy is there and all of that, sharing bills, like everything. And then to find out we not in a relationship, yeah, that's corny. Like,
What?
but though
That's the
now
difference.
I've learned from that though.
Okay,
It will
but
never happen again. So now I agree
exactly.
with
so I'm
Sharice.
saying at
A
some point there should be a
conversation needs to be
conversation.
By
had
who?
to say, really from both
No,
parties.
no,
But
no, no, no,
listen,
no.
all right,
Who got to
Conversation.
initiate the conversation? The one who
Why?
wants why? The one who
Yes.
wants the relationship, or the one who just wants to smash?
How
Even
do
if
we
that's
know
what
which
you
one is
say.
which though?
Exactly. If the one, listen, what I'm saying to you.
Mhm.
If I just want to smash,
I don't know
right?
you just want to
Listen
smash
to
because you're
me.
showing me something
Listen
different.
to me. Listen to me. If I just want to smash,
Mhm.
I'm going with the flow.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
going out having fun and the whole nine. When we want to smash, we want to smash.
Mhm.
That's it. I don't need to have a conversation about it because it's going the way I want it to. Now, if you have a bigger line down, if you have a long haul run or whatever,
Mhm.
this is what you
Mhm.
want down the line, then you need to have that you need to bring it to the table. And
No,
I need to be mature enough to
That's a fact.
have that back.
That's a fact.
I feel like we're talking about all this communication. We're talking
Yes.
about dating. We're talking about, taking it back to, the new generation doesn't know anything. And I think the biggest piece that's missing is the dating part, the talking part, the conversations. And
Yes.
in those conversations and throughout that dating, I think that's where it can be established if either one of us is looking for a relationship.
Absolutely.
If the both of us are cool with just going with the flow with no
Absolutely.
strings attached. But we don't have those conversations because one, people don't date no more.
Yes.
They meet, they fuck,
Yes.
it's done.
All right,
That's
but
it.
And
listen.
that's the whole
And
point.
most men are
So
no,
wait.
no, I'm sorry. Some men are manipulative because
Mhm.
a lot of women will share that. Women are sharing that they're looking for something long term. If you guys are going out all the time, y'all are having days, y'all seen each other 7 days a week on the phone. Now y'all have went to smash, and now y'all smashing, y'all seen each other and all that stuff. The woman has let you know she is looking for something long term. So
That-
at that point, it's on both
No,
parties.
No,
no.
no,
It's on
wait.
both
If
That
she
go
parties.
back-
not
that go
look-
back to
maybe
what
if
I
she
said in the
wasn't
beginning.
looking, maybe even
She
if she
looking
wasn't
now after all
looking
of that.
all this
Now you
time,
know you
like
gotta
now
have
we're
sex.
creating a
You
bond. Now
gotta
it's
have
it's
sex.
Yes.
bonding
Listen,
going on.
that
Yes,
go
because
back-
I'll be honest. When I meet men, I tell them my love language is time. If that's not what you about, don't give me your time. And then, because that's literally my love language. Time. You spend time with me, I think it's going a different direction. But now I'll be honest, I date different because I think men are very manipulative.
All right, so listen,
So I
that go
date
back.
different.
That go back to how love looks different from a man to a woman because
Exactly.
Okay.
we can ride that wave all the way to the end. We'll
Mhm,
never
that's
have
true.
that conversation. We'll never bring that up. But y'all know from the rip after we smash or after a certain amount of
Mhm.
time, it's time to we in a
It's
we
time
in a
to move on.
relationship.
Like, what are we doing?
Right, but that's how y'all feel. We don't feel like that. So if y'all don't never bring that up, like, listen, we fucking, we doing everything.
Mhm.
What's our status? If you
So
don't ever bring that up, we gonna ride that wave to the
let's
end.
say
Why
the
does it
woman
have
brings
to
it
be
up.
that way though?
Right.
So say the woman brings it up.
Then
Why
you talk
don't
about it.
men leave the situation?
No,
If
no,
a
no, no,
woman
no, no,
brings
no.
it up,
Wait.
wait. No. If a woman brings it up and saying, "This is what I'm looking for," now she has said what she's looking for, and that's not what you're looking for. Why does the woman also always have to leave the situation?
That's a different
you
topic.
be mature enough to say, "This is not what I'm looking for."
That's a
sweetie, so I'ma
different
go ahead and
topic.
bounce."
That's
Men
a
don't
different
do that.
topic. That's a different
Actions
topic.
speak louder than words.
That's a different topic.
You
Now
can
you,
say
Sharice,
it, right?
wait, hold for a
With your
second.
ex- Go ahead, my bad.
Sharice,
Yeah.
am I a man of word? Do I have conversations? Am I
Yes.
into conversations
Yes.
more than anything else? It comes to a point of who want what.
Right.
If because listen, it could be flipped, and you know it can be flipped. We keeping
Absolutely.
a mature conversation here.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
You could be with a man, and y'all could be feeling each other, and he could be ready to go to that next level. Y'all have
Yeah, been there,
sex.
done that.
Wait,
Absolutely.
stop. Don't talk while I'm talking. Respect. Y'all ready to go to that next level. He's ready to go to that next level, but the sex wasn't good enough for you.
Okay.
What happens then?
Oh, I speak up and say that. I don't drag it out.
Okay,
See,
listen.
I'm on a different level. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very because communication is big to me. So I'm going to communicate that this is not going anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and bounce.
Does it happen that way all the time?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. So what's the difference? Is what I'm saying to you. Why does she drag it out instead of saying, "Come to the table, say, listen, this ain't working for me. I thought we was going to have that." Because don't act like sex don't play a major part in a
does.
relationship.
It does.
Okay, so when it get to that point, they like, he just, and it's just me talking to females.
Mhm.
He just wasn't it in bed. Like he
Right.
does everything, and they will stay with that guy, but they
Well, we talked
cheating.
about that earlier.
They're cheating with everybody else. So what's the difference
Mhm.
from the man's side and the woman's side? Is what I'm
Well,
saying to you.
women do it just to say they have somebody. We talked. I'm literally. That's what I'm saying. Women will stay in something just to say they have something. Literally, because it's like a big thing now to say you have a man, and so women will literally stay in that just to say that's my man. I'm not saying that it's right, but that's just what they do.
Women, we got to do better. Absolutely. Because a man does not like define your self-worth or define who you
Say that
are.
again.
Y'all set the
or-
bar though. That's the thing. I don't think y'all really, and I'll be trying to. The only reason why I'm saying this because I got these daughters now, and I'll be really trying to instill it in them. Women, y'all set the bar, even down to, and this is a little off topic, but even down to like you see a lot of these guys nowadays. When I was in high school, the grooming, smelling good, all that was the thing. But that was because that's what y'all wanted. Now you could come smelling however,
Like
hair
trash.
however, like y'all just
No,
ride
don't
with
say
it.
y'all, because if
I
you
ain't
got
saying y'all, I'm
if
just saying
no, I'm
women.
just
Right.
saying, because if you smelling and you're not groomed, and a woman like you, then she probably ain't groomed her own self.
Say that
She
That's
again.
true,
probably ain't
but at
together
the
her
end of the
own
day,
self.
y'all still set the bar. Because if I guarantee you, if he like you that much and you be like, yo, you gotta get your hair cut, he's gonna do that.
Mhm.
But if y'all just accepting it, y'all just riding, then he ain't what he changing for? It's the same thing with back to what the topic was. Like the conversation, you're right. It definitely should be a conversation at some
Mhm.
point. But if y'all don't bring it up, we gonna ride it out. Because ultimately, that's 9 times out of 10. If we keeping it 100, that's one of the main goals. We ain't looking for, especially instantly. We y'all be seeing 10 years down the line in relationships.
I'm going to have his
Yeah,
baby.
exactly. We don't see all that. We be like, I
So
want to know
men
what
not looking
that
for
we
relationships?
are, but it comes like it doesn't come like how it come with women. Like y'all can see so far in the future with a guy that y'all been
Mhm.
dating for a little while. We don't see that. It's like steps with us. Like, all right, what the conversation was like, all right, what the vibe was like. Can I trust her? What the you know what I mean? Can I say that? What the
Yeah.
smash was like. You know what I mean? Like all
Yeah.
that. It's
Mhm.
steps with us. It's like
Okay.
levels. Whereas though y'all skip a few levels already. Y'all be
Some
at y'all,
women.
yeah,
Some.
some women be
Some.
ahead.
Mhm.
Some.
And I think those women make it harder for
Absolutely.
the women who have standards, who
Yep.
have morals, who have values, who believe in steps.
But it still comes down to what I was saying earlier. Like the love language for you, you were saying like I'm showing you what I want,
Mhm.
right? And a man can see that. But when you verbally say it, like this is what I want, this is how it was going to be, it hit a little different to us. Like, oh, she mean what she say, because there's so many cases where a woman be like I ain't gonna get into it, but there's been cases where people be in like a little relationship or whatever, and then a girl would be like, a guy tell him like, I ain't looking for nothing out of this, and then a girl be
Mhm.
like, yeah, I could rock with that. But then when the sex and all that get involved,
Right.
now you, yo, where you at? Why you ain't answering your
No,
phone?
I
All the
agree.
relationship stuff start coming. So it really be like communication,
Yeah.
showing, like it's a whole package deal when it come to that.
But that's why I was saying when a man say that to you, believe him.
Right,
And so you have to be honest with yourself. If you're looking for that, move on.
right,
Because a lot of women will say, "Oh, it's okay." It ain't okay.
right.
It ain't even close to being okay. And they're going deeper and
Facts.
deeper and deeper. And the man is still real surface.
Right.
So yeah, it's you have to be honest with yourself. But it goes back to the beginning, what I was saying about you loving yourself. When you actually love yourself is when you have the standards. And like Sharice was saying, it's hard out here for women with standards.
Hmm.
It is hard because there are so, and I'm not disrespecting women because I'm a woman, but there are tons of women out here right now who are taking the bare
I agree.
minimum. And so when you come into it saying, "Yeah, this is not what I want," men will say, "I don't got to go through all that,"
Hmm.
because it's 50 million women
Exactly.
who they don't have to do nothing for, show anything,
Right.
and so they go for that. But to me, I'm cool with that because that's a man I don't want. Yeah.
But did it now, was you always like that, or it
Absolutely
came
not.
up?
I had
That's
to
what I'm
learn to
saying.
love myself. That's what I said.
Right.
A lot of women out here now, they say they love themselves.
Hmm.
They absolutely do not.
Right.
They absolutely do not. And then you have the money. That's the big thing now. Not switching topics, but that's the big thing now. Like I know people who, that I associate with my friends. They're like, yeah, if a man ain't buying them gifts, they don't want nothing from them.
Hmm.
And so that's a huge thing right now. But for me, men are doing that.
Right.
But the conversations that I have is, oh, so you don't want nothing serious from that man because he not serious about
Right.
you. He cashing you out, but that's never going to be anything.
So what do that like? Where did that come about? Where like the women feel like I got
The
a homie who in the
bodies.
game, right? I got a homie that's still a bachelor out here, and
Hmm.
he be sharing little stories with me. And his thing is like, yo, as soon as I meet her, she want to go eat at the 5-star restaurant, this, that, and the fourth. And it's like a turn off because it's
Hmm.
like we just met. Like,
Social media.
yeah,
Social media.
It's
yeah, for
social
sure.
media.
But this is the body generation. Like once everybody, shame to say how they got these bodies with COVID and all of that, but everybody got their bodies done. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Right.
And so after that, this was the money thing. Everybody had all these bodies, and now they just felt like they could ask for whatever, and they can. I'll be honest, they can, and men are giving that to them. And so you're right. You'll meet a woman And their standards are you have to take them to all these 5-star restaurants. And it's crazy because when they at these 5-star restaurants, they don't even know what to do. So that's funny to me. But that's what it is right
But
now.
I
But
feel
then
like
you meet a woman who I'm saying, yeah, we could go on a picnic.
right.
But that's corny to men. You see, so it's like it's so hard because I tell people right now, I could do a hell of a lot of stuff for myself. I could
Mhm.
take my own stuff. All the females that are in my life, I said, when you can do it for yourself,
Right.
you will feel better about it. So it's a man can't walk into my life and I'll be like, oh, so amazed. Because I can do that
Right.
stuff for myself. And then you'll date differently.
I
You'll
agree.
choose
I totally
differently
agree with
because
that.
you can do it for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
I
So it
totally
doesn't
agree with
impress
that.
you.
So,
Yes,
Miss
Rob.
Sharice.
Yes. Hi, honey. I miss you. All the way down there. I'm not used to this.
is it safe to say that men love different from women?
Yes, it's safe to say. It's also safe to say I don't necessarily like agree with it, but I mean, it is what it is.
There's actually nothing really wrong with it. There's nothing
It's
wrong
nothing
with it.
wrong with it as long as you have a strong, confident woman to understand that.
Well, what is there to understand? If I'm loving you the way you need to be loved, then what is there to understand? Just because we love differently, mean it may be a longer process of getting to that love. What is there
To
to?
understand that process because we
But it's
do
being showed.
think ahead long term.
But it's being showed. I mean, it comes down to some of the conversations we had in the past, where as though some women think that they're being showed love by a man bringing them flowers every day, by a man
That
giving
just
them a
makes me
card
smile.
every day.
That's
That's the easiest
nice.
way to trick. That's the easiest way to manipulate someone if you're letting them know what makes you happy. Now, if a man does that on his own, on special occasions when he feels though he's missing his woman or whatever the case may be, and this is something that he don't do, that should feel way more better than having them roses delivered to you every single day. I could go on Google and order flowers for the next 30 days. And I could be in bed with another woman while I'm doing that. How? I'm just saying. This is my.
I had to. Where is
You
my? I ain't
should.
getting no one con.
As you should.
No, listen. On some real stuff though, this is why I try to go all out for my kids because women, I'm not saying every woman, but a lot of women are like so easily impressed. And my pop used to have a saying that he told me back in the day, right? And it was roses are cheaper than rent. So in the beginning stages, when all I gotta do is buy you roses and all that, like he said, I can make it look like a funeral if that's what you like. But y'all gotta stop being so highly impressed with that because in the beginning
Absolutely.
stages, y'all fall in love with that. Now y'all ready to be relationship. Oh, he this, he that, and then it's time for that rent to get paid. And you know the men they start fading away. But y'all again, it goes back to y'all set the standard.
I agree.
If we had to walk through a scenario, I just met you or Rob just met you, Sharice, he came at you. What's the first thing that you thinking when he came at you? You thinking, oh, he just ready to marry you, or the first thing he thinking is probably sex. If we keeping it real.
What was the first thing you were thinking?
No, I'm not saying
No.
y'all. So I meant to. No, we
I'm just
Jerry
kidding,
and
just
Lisa.
kidding.
Jerry and Lisa.
Jerry and Lisa.
If Jerry
No, that's
first
true.
meets
No,
Lisa, and he
I'm
take the
gonna
approach.
answer that because we have conversations
Uh-huh.
and he's very transparent. So I know that the first thing is on a man's mind is sex because he's expressed like I know when I go out with a girl, I know immediately like whether or not where it's gonna go, whether or not I'm gonna smash.
Yep.
If I don't smash, then it's because I choose not to. So I definitely know.
Oh, say that again. If the man don't smash, it's because
No,
he
so
choosing.
he had a conversation. We had a conversation, and he says, you know, when I meet a girl, when a guy
Right.
meet a girl, he instantly knows whether or not he gonna smash, or if they just gonna go out and have a good time.
Okay.
If y'all don't smash, it's because that's not what he wanted to do, not because he couldn't. He already knows whether or not I'm gonna smash that night. I never knew like that guys like really went to that level of thinking, but hearing it from a man,
Right.
Right.
who's experienced you saying that, I'm like, yeah, I agree because I've heard it right from men that says I know instantly whether or not I'm a smash.
But do you know where that come from?
Where?
The 100 or 1,000 women that he probably met before you that allowed it.
I agree.
Absolutely.
So
and
it
that's why
built
I
up,
say
it
True.
builds your
women have
confidence
to-
where you feel like, yeah, I gotta do better.
And women have to do better.
Facts.
But see, those I'm gonna use his terminology. Those aren't women. Those
Mhm.
are girls.
That's a fact.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Because a real woman, you're not
Right.
not
No,
gonna
I
be able to
agree.
get over it that quick. It's gonna take a lot more masterminding to
Right.
be able to manipulate her to get
The
to that
same.
point.
Well, but Rob was saying like somebody buying you roses every day because you told them and all of that stuff, that shouldn't impress you. But like I was saying, when a man takes the time to learn you, like I'll give you an example. I went to the beach, and this person was walking around collecting shells and sand. I didn't know what it was for. A week later, they came, gave me this little box. It didn't cost money. It didn't cost a lot of money. It had all the shells that they collected and a little bit of sand in a cylinder, and a note that's saying, "This is the sand that I'm gonna collect every time we go to the beach." That's special. I don't need all that other stuff I can do for myself. I'm telling you honest. But when somebody takes the time to do something small, now I tell you, I told that to my friends that I'm telling you about the money. They're like, "What? Why would somebody? He ain't buy you nothing. He ain't do that." No,
Right.
But that to me was special.
Right.
Like I appreciate it. So it's like learning the things that a person that you are actually interested in thinks is special. But it goes back to having confidence in yourself as
Right.
a woman and being at a status where you can do what you need to do for yourself. And everybody's at a different status. So I'm
Right.
not saying you have to be at my status. Whatever your status is, if your status is at Walmart, cool.
Right.
But be able to supply Walmart for yourself without having to ask a man for it.
Right.
As you go up in different statuses, that's
Facts.
where your level is. And be okay with that.
What did that gesture say to you?
That he did.
That person cared. That person, that's to me,
Pay
that's
attention.
love and action.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so
Paid
did that-
attention and that they cared about what I was saying and what I thought.
Okay, so did that take your guard down?
Slightly.
Really?
It did.
Hmm.
It did.
But how about when you meet the guy that's so great at that skill, that
Mhm.
pays attention to everything, and he just know exactly what it takes to get
Mhm.
into your pants?
Oh yeah, I dated that person too. That's a narcissist. I've dated
That,
that person
no,
too.
that doesn't have to be a narcissist. No, it
To
doesn't.
me, they are.
That has
To
to
me,
be somebody on top of their game. That has to be
Narcissism.
somebody that's on top of their game.
To me, it's
because
narcissism.
I'm gonna tell you, me
Okay.
personally, I watch everything and I pick up on everything,
Right.
and I throw it back at you when the
Okay.
time is right. That doesn't mean I'm in love with you.
I agree.
That's my
Why
whole
is it
point.
wrong when a woman does that though?
No, you're
Because I
changing
pay
it.
attention
You're
to
changing it. You're
everything
changing
too.
it. I'm saying to you,
Mhm.
that doesn't mean that a man loves you. That's all I'm saying to you.
Oh no,
It-
I didn't say that. I just said that he cared. I didn't say he was in love.
But
I
you
said that
dropped your
didn't I say that? I
guard.
didn't say that different.
but you're saying you dropped your guard.
But then I say slightly. I
Okay.
said slightly.
Mhm.
Yeah, slightly. That mean I let him a little closer. That didn't mean I let him all the way in.
All right.
I let him a little closer so that I don't miss what you were saying.
Mhm.
That person that actually might be genuine. It's a whole bunch of other steps after that.
Right.
But I took it down a little bit. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, Miss Cherise, honey, love
Yes.
of my life.
Yes, baby.
When this joint is over, I'm getting right. Sharice Ray hurt something. I ain't see that
No,
look
I'm
before.
not.
All right.
on that
good.
note, should
Yes.
we close up?
Yeah, we can end it.
Any closing remarks from anybody?
Women,
Yes.
we have to do better. I say this all the time. I've said it in previous podcasts. We have to do better. And I guess it just comes with maturity. I think, this younger generation makes it harder for single women that are still out here that got it
Absolutely.
together.
I don't like
Um,
when y'all say that. I don't like when y'all say the younger generation, because this is going on for generations and generations and generations.
The
No, I
younger
think
generation
it's
is
gotten a lot
different.
worse now
Yes.
because there's no standards, there's no values, there's no morals.
Okay.
They do anything
But
for anything.
For anything.
But that it has its good and its bad as well, because they may not be dependent on men to take them where they need to go in life. They may just want to complete that little urge they have in between
Oh,
their
no, they
legs, or whatever the
dependent.
case may be. You don't know that.
You know, I do.
You don't know that, because a lot of women are out here winning right now. They are winning more than the men. and they
younger
can't find
generation,
the younger all the way to the
mm,
older. I've seen plenty of young successful people.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm saying to you. So it doesn't mean that they don't have no standards. That means that they may love themselves more than what you actually believe they do because they're not going through that nonsense with all these men out here putting them through, but they still have needs.
Okay, agree to disagree.
And I'm not saying that's the way it's going, but I'm saying it could be that way too. You can't just say the
It
younger
could be,
generation
yes.
because I've been around for generations and the older generation was just as easy as the new ones.
Mm.
They was just as easy.
I don't think it was as anything goes like it does now.
No, that's
It's
because the
bad right
women,
now.
listen to what I'm saying to you. The women of today don't care. They're going to get what they want. That's all they care about. Women of the day back then was doing it because they're going to get what they want from you. They was having sex with you because they thought you was the man, that you could give them whatever they wanted. The women of today, they not even
They just
attached to
don't
like that.
care,
They want to
right.
hit you
They don't
today
want
and that's
nothing.
it. They don't care about you tomorrow. That don't
Yeah, but you know what? That's not standards, though. So I'm definitely agreeing with you. Just because they hitting everybody, that's not standards. Because you know
Wait,
what happens?
who said
Then
everybody?
they meet a man that cares about that. Now your body count is crazy, and the man
Who
don't want nothing to
says
do
it
with
had
you.
to be
So that's not
everybody? It
standards.
don't mean they had sex with
Wait,
everybody.
my best friend ain't say everybody. She just said some
You
of the people in
just
the
said
younger
it.
generation.
You just said it.
What?
You just said that they had sex with everybody. Their body count is so high.
Absolutely.
You don't know
'cause
if it's
I'm-
that. You
no,
don't know
but
that.
I'm going,
It could be
I'm
one
going off of
person.
what you said, though.
I said they just having sex.
Right. So
That don't
if
mean
their
they had to be
body
with
count is
everybody.
crazy,
Why?
men don't even want that anymore.
Why? How's their body count crazy?
If they
found
having
one
sex with
man,
multiple people,
I never said that.
okay.
I never said that.
When you
So
say,
I was speaking of the younger generation that are out here
yes,
from man to man just to get whatever. Yes, we do have some
Yes.
successful women. Yes, the women are
Absolutely.
winning. We got some boss bitches out here.
yes,
Absolutely. However, we got these little young bucks out here that's doing whatever for whatever, making it super easy for men to get whatever. It makes it super hard for a real woman who has standards. Like you gotta sift. Nobody wants to compete with all the sexy reds and all the whoever all the other ones are. Like who has time for that? So yeah.
She lost her foot.
No.
I'm gonna tell you what's
But
crazy.
that's what
though.
I mean when
Great
I'm
final
no, that's
remarks.
what I mean when I'm saying that they make it harder because men don't want to work too hard. If they can get it, if they
They
can
don't have
smash
to.
easy
Yeah.
and no strings
Boys.
attached.
Boys.
That's
alright.
the crazy
So then
part.
okay, then I guess I'll have to say that it's the girls that's out here.
Okay. Not women, not real
Not
women.
women. 'cause
Exactly.
The women out here
Alright, we
are
can
the
do
boss
that.
bitches. Or what have
Absolutely.
you.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part. When remember back in the day when you were a guy would like depending on who you was back in the day, you might have had a bunch of guys that was like everywhere you went, somebody tried to talk to you.
Mhm.
But then it was that one guy that kind of he might have wanted you, but he ain't show you. That might have been the one you was attracted to. That's how we are. That's how a lot of men are with women. Like if I meet you and you talking 5-star and this, that, and the fourth,
Mhm.
instantly you turn me off. But if you talk that picnic stuff and all that,
Mhm.
now I want to take you to the 5-star restaurant. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
you're showing me that you just, even if you not, I'm not saying it's basic, but you not
Right.
like that'd be a turn off when
And
women
that's
start.
real men, real women
Yeah.
mentality
Right.
because that instantly took me back to when I first met Rob. The attraction was we met at the gym. He was by himself. He didn't have an entourage. He wasn't over there trying to in the mirror, trying to throw up all
Mhm.
these extra
Mhm.
weights and
Mhm.
all this and that. He came in, he did his workout, and he was out. So much that I was like, all right, I gotta catch him the next time because he don't talk to nobody.
Mhm.
Hey, how
Right.
you doing?
Mhm.
And that turned me on. I'm like, dang. Even after I asked somebody about him, they was like, I don't know who he is, but he got a boatload of kids. And I was like, all right. But that was the attraction. The one
Mhm.
that's in the cut that ain't saying
Mhm.
Yeah.
too much. Not the big muscular guy. His body is banging, but he all in the mirror. Right?
Right.
He's all
Yeah, he got the
So-
entourage.
exactly.
Mhm.
So that's
So on that note, she was on me. She was on my top.
fell for it too.
Okay, period.
Sucked you right in.
Mhm.
How many
Got
years
sucked
it's
right
been?
in.
Right.
Mhm.
He in love.
Left and had to come back for it.
Mhm.
Miss Sharice,
Yes.
we're closing.
Oh, okay. You said I was quiet.
Like I said, Sharice, great final comments.
Again, Yeah. On that note, love yourself.
Yes. Love
Um,
yourself. Final
yes.
comments. Love yourself.
That's we're gonna leave that right
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
There's
And
nothing
in
bigger
the
than that.
Women
huh?
gotta do
Nothing
better.
bigger than that.
Yeah, I'm not. Women do have to do
Yeah.
better.
Gotta do better.
But guys, y'all gotta improve
Yeah,
a
men
little
do
bit
too.
too.
I ain't gonna, yeah.
You gotta
Mhm.
improve a little bit too,
Yeah.
because I feel like y'all put a lot on the women. It's up to the women for this. It's up to the women for
Mhm.
that. She got to do this. She got to do that. So I feel like
Yeah. So then
men
what
need
y'all
to be
have
a
to
little
do?
bit.
Ooh, that was about to
Yeah,
be
what do
another
y'all have to do
conversation.
Yes,
then?
it was.
What do
That was
y'all
about to be
have
another
do then? Right. If
conversation.
we have to do it all, what do y'all have
Y'all
to do?
really
That's a
don't.
great
Y'all really don't have to do it all.
question.
though.
What do y'all have to do?
Y'all
Y'all
really
have to
don't
set
have to do it all,
standards,
though.
and that's it. Plain and simple.
So if a
Men,
woman is setting standards, then what do y'all have to do?
we
Okay.
follow suit. We follow suit
Simple as
because
that.
men will die, rob, steal, sell drugs, put their life in jeopardy just to get with you. Just to go get that hair so they can look fly, just so whatever it is that attracts you to him.
Okay.
And if you set the standards on how
Mhm.
far he can get, then men will do better.
Cool. Standard set. I'm good.
Peace. Follow,
Like
subscribe.
and share. Bye, everybody.